What if I told you that King Von wasn't just killed by his ops, but allegedly set up by his own blood? OTF Vonnie's own father just dropped the biggest bomb in drill history. Hassan Craig looked straight into the camera and said his son OTF Vonnie paid Quando Rondo and Lul Tim to take out King Von. Not a random fight. Not street beef. A cold, calculated paid hit from inside the circle. And that's not even the craziest part. After Von died, Vonnie allegedly ran into his bank account and took hundreds of thousands of dollars. A cousin. A trusted OTF member. A backstab this deep? This is the darkest accusation to ever come out of the Chicago drill scene. A father exposing his own son for murdering one of the biggest stars in the game. Was it jealousy? Was it money? Was Lil Durk involved? In this video, we're breaking down every single explosive claim, the evidence Hassan says he has, the timeline, and what this means for OTF. If you're a real King Von fan, this one is going to hit different. Watch till the end because what you're about to hear might change how you see the entire OTF story forever. What's up everyone? Welcome back to Spillover. This is where we deliver the rawest hip-hop news, beef breakdowns, and street stories. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking and emotional topics in recent drill history. The father of OTF Vonnie has made serious allegations about his own son's involvement in King Von's death. In this video, we will cover the full story with facts, claims, timeline, and street reactions. Make sure to watch until the end because every section has important details. If you enjoy this type of content, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's get into it.
Is called to give an independent review of a deadly shooting where an off-duty City of Atlanta police officer fired shots.
Well, it happened early this morning on Trinity Avenue, and tonight at least 3 people are dead. CBS 46's Carmel Lyons is live tonight near where it happened. Carmel?
Yeah, Rick and Sean, according to GBI, rapper King Von and his group were at Opium nightclub before making their way here to Monaco Hookah Lounge, then to the parking lot where chaos ensued.
It hurt us. It hurt us a lot. I cried. Some of my friends cried. He had a big influence on us. A really big influence.
King Von, whose real name was Davon Daquan Bennett, was one of the fastest rising stars in Chicago drill music. Signed to Lil Durk's Only the Family OTF label, Von was known for his storytelling style, brutal honesty in lyrics, and his connection to the streets of O'Block. By 2020, he had already dropped several viral songs including the Crazy Story series and was gaining massive mainstream attention. On November 6, 2020, everything changed. King Von was in Atlanta, Georgia, outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge. An altercation broke out between his crew and the crew of Savannah rapper Quando Rondo. Surveillance footage showed King Von throwing punches at Quando Rondo. Moments later, shots were fired. Von was hit multiple times and later pronounced dead at the hospital. Quando Rondo's associate, Timothy Lul Tim Leaks, was charged in connection with a murder. Quando himself was present at the scene and was seen trying to help Von after the shooting, according to some reports and videos. This incident created one of the biggest rivalries in modern hip-hop. OTF and Lil Durk's side blamed Quando Rondo's crew for the death. On the other side, Quando Rondo released the song End of Story, where he addressed the situation, claiming self-defense. The tension never died down. In fact, it escalated years later when federal authorities charged Lil Durk and several OTF members, including OTF Vonnie, in a murder-for-hire plot targeting Quando Rondo in 2022. Prosecutors claimed this was revenge for King Von's killing. Now, who is OTF Vonnie? His real name is Kayvon London Grant. He is King Von's cousin and was very close to him during his rise. After Von's death, Vonnie became one of the more visible members of OTF. He was involved in managing certain aspects of Von's estate and remained loyal to Lil Durk publicly. Many fans saw him as someone who benefited from Von's passing in terms of position inside the label. The real bombshell came in 2025 when Hassan Craig, OTF Vonnie's biological father, started doing interviews. In multiple appearances, including a lengthy one with Jut and a call with DJ Academics, Hassan made direct accusations against his own son. He claimed that OTF Vonnie orchestrated the hit on King Von by paying Quando Rondo and Lul Tim beforehand. According to Hassan, this was not a random street fight but a planned setup. He further alleged that Vonnie took advantage of the situation after the murder by accessing King Von's finances. Hassan Craig emphasized that he is speaking out because of Islamic principles regarding blood money and justice. He stated that as Muslims, the family should have received compensation, but more importantly, the betrayal inside the circle needed to be exposed. He mentioned having evidence and being ready to testify if necessary. These claims immediately went viral in the hip-hop community and created massive division. Some people believe Hassan because a father turning against his son is extremely rare and risky. Others think he might have personal issues with Vonnie or is seeking clout. This brings us to the bigger picture. King Von was not just any artist. He was family to many in OTF. If these allegations have any truth, it points to one of the darkest internal betrayals in rap history. Now we will go deeper into Hassan Craig's specific claims, the evidence he mentioned, and what exactly he says happened the night of November 6, 2020. In this section, we dive deep into the specific allegations made by Hassan Craig against his son OTF Vonnie. Hassan has been very vocal in his interviews, and his claims are extremely detailed and serious. According to him, OTF Vonnie played the role of the mastermind behind King Von's death. He alleges that months before the Atlanta incident, Vonnie had already made contact and paid Quando Rondo's side to set up the hit. Hassan claims he has knowledge of payments being made and that this was not a spontaneous fight but a planned execution. Hassan Craig stated that Vonnie used his position as King Von's cousin and someone trusted within the OTF circle to gain access to sensitive information. He allegedly knew Von's location in Atlanta that night and helped coordinate the situation so that Quando Rondo's crew would be at the same location. Hassan went as far as saying that he was aware of the financial transactions that took place before the murder. He mentioned that the motive was a mix of jealousy, money, and power inside the label. King Von was blowing up at an incredible speed, and some people within the circle allegedly felt threatened by his rapid rise. After the shooting, Hassan claims that Vonnie moved quickly to secure King Von's assets. He alleges that Von had shared his bank account PIN with Vonnie for trust reasons, and after his death, a significant amount, reportedly over $300,000, was withdrawn. Hassan also talked about how Vonnie received King Von's music hard drives and other belongings from Von's sister Kayla. According to him, this was all part of cleaning up and benefiting from the situation. One of the most emotional parts of Hassan's interviews is when he speaks about Islamic values. He repeatedly says that as Muslims, they were supposed to pay blood money to King Von's immediate family, especially his mother and children. He accuses Vonnie and others of not doing the right thing even after claiming to follow the faith. Hassan says he is not speaking for money but for justice and to clear his own conscience as a father who failed to guide his son properly. These claims have obviously created huge backlash. Many in the Chicago drill scene and OTF supporters have called Hassan crazy or said he is doing this for attention. Artists like Memo 600 have responded strongly, saying the claims don't make sense and that if it was a paid hit, the situation would have been handled differently. However, the fact that a father is publicly accusing his own son has given these allegations heavy weight in the eyes of many fans. Hassan also touched on Lil Durk's possible involvement. He suggested that Durk may have been aware or even supportive of the move because Von was becoming bigger than the label itself. This theory connects directly to the current federal case where Lil Durk and OTF members, including Vonnie, are charged with trying to kill Quando Rondo in 2022 as revenge for Von's death. If Hassan's claims are true, it creates a very complicated and dark picture of internal betrayal followed by fake revenge. Now we will examine the timeline of events after Von's death, Vonnie's rise in OTF, and how this situation links to the ongoing legal troubles of Lil Durk and his crew. Following the tragic shooting in Atlanta on November 6, 2020, the hip-hop world was in shock. Lil Durk and the entire OTF family publicly mourned Von, releasing tribute songs and dedicating projects to him. The Voice album by Durk was a clear dedication to his fallen brother. During this period, OTF Vonnie stayed relatively low-key but gradually became more active behind the scenes. By 2021 and 2022, Vonnie started appearing more publicly as a trusted member of Durk's inner circle. He was involved in handling some of Von's unreleased music and was often seen with Durk at events. Many fans noticed that Vonnie seemed to gain more influence after Von's passing. This is where Hassan Craig's allegations become even more controversial. He claims that Vonnie used the sympathy and chaos after the murder to strengthen his own position, while secretly benefiting financially. In 2022, the situation escalated dramatically when an attempt was made on Quando Rondo's life in Los Angeles. Federal prosecutors later charged Lil Durk, OTF Vonnie, Von London Grant, and several other OTF affiliates with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. The government alleged that the attack was direct revenge for King Von's death. They used flights, rental cars, and communications paid through OTF-linked accounts as evidence. This case is still ongoing as of 2026, with multiple superseding indictments adding more charges. Hassan Craig has stated that he believes some of these revenge actions were smokescreens. He claims the real betrayal happened in 2020, and the later attacks on Quando were an attempt to cover it up and keep the narrative of loyalty alive. He has even mentioned being willing to testify in court regarding what he knows about the original setup. This has created a very messy situation legally and publicly for everyone involved. Street reactions have been strongly divided. On platforms like Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, debates continue daily. Some fans completely believe Hassan and say it explains why justice for Von never felt complete. Others defend Vonnie and Durk, pointing out that a father accusing his son publicly is suspicious and could be motivated by family disputes or money. Well-known figures in the drill scene have also responded. Some call the claims crazy talk, while others admit that the hip-hop industry has a long history of internal betrayal. Another important angle is the money trail. Hassan repeatedly mentions how King Von had significant earnings from his music career at the time of his death. He alleges that Vonnie and possibly others took control of these finances instead of directing them properly to Von's children and mother. This financial dispute seems to be one of the main reasons Hassan decided to speak out after years of silence. The federal case against Lil Durk and OTF members adds another layer of complexity. If Vonnie is indeed cooperating or considering a plea deal, as some reports suggest, it could lead to even more revelations in the future. The combination of street allegations and federal charges makes this one of the most complicated stories in current rap. As of 2026, the federal case against Lil Durk and his co-defendants, including OTF Vonnie, continues to develop. There have been multiple court hearings, leaked messages, and reports suggesting that some members might be considering plea deals. OTF Vonnie has reportedly been in protective custody due to safety concerns. If he decides to cooperate with authorities, it could lead to even bigger revelations that might affect Lil Durk's position dramatically. Hassan Craig remains active in interviews. He has doubled down on his claims and says he has no fear in speaking the truth. He continues to call for justice for King Von and criticizes those who he believes betrayed him. His decision to go public against his own son has earned him both support and heavy criticism. Some respect him for his bravery, while others question his timing and motives after so many years. Street reactions have been intense. Drill pages, hip-hop forums, and comment sections are filled with debates. King Von's fans are particularly emotional about this. Many say that if these allegations are even partially true, it destroys the image of loyalty that OTF always promoted. On the other side, loyal Durk and Vonnie supporters argue that this is all a smear campaign and that real evidence is missing. Artists like Memo 600 have publicly dismissed the claims, saying they don't add up and that Vonnie was loyal to Von. Other rappers have stayed mostly silent, but the topic frequently comes up in interviews and live streams. DJ Academics, Vlad TV, and other platforms have given it significant coverage, which has kept the story alive. The combination of street drama and federal charges makes it one of the most followed sagas in current hip-hop. What does this mean for King Von's legacy? Despite all the controversy, Von's music continues to grow in popularity. His storytelling and raw talent keep new fans discovering him every day. However, the constant drama around his death sometimes overshadows his artistic achievements. Many true fans just want clarity and justice instead of endless speculation. For OTF as a label and crew, this situation has created serious damage. The image of brotherhood and loyalty that was built over years is now under question. Lil Durk's legal troubles have also affected the momentum of the label. Several artists associated with OTF are watching carefully how things unfold. In conclusion, The allegations made by Hassan Craig against OTF Vonnie represent one of the darkest possible twists in King Von's story. Whether they are completely true, partially true, or false remains to be proven in the court of law and public opinion. What cannot be denied is that King Von's death continues to send shockwaves through the hip-hop community even 6 years later. The story serves as a reminder of how dangerous the combination of street life, money, fame, and jealousy can become. Only time and potential court testimony will reveal the full truth. Until then, the debate continues, and fans keep searching for answers. King Von's music lives on, but the circumstances around his passing remain one of the most painful and complicated chapters in modern rap history. So what do you think after watching the full breakdown? Do you believe Hassan Craig's allegations against his own son OTF Vonnie? Or do you think this is just family drama and misinformation? Drop your honest opinion in the comments below. Let's have a real discussion in the comments section. If you want more in-depth hip-hop news, beef breakdowns, conspiracy theories, and street stories like this one, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We drop fresh content regularly for real fans who want the raw truth. Share this video with other King Von fans and OTF followers who need to see this. Your support helps us bring more detailed videos like this. Thank you for watching till the end. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, loyalty is everything until it isn't. This is Spillover, signing off. Peace.